Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Let me fix my hair real quick. Ah, shoot, I don't got my chain on. Nor do I have my bracelet on. Um, Incredibly late for the race, as always. I hate that it looks like that. Why does it look like that? And the thing keeps going out of focus. Okay, focus again, please. Focus. Why doesn't it want to focus? Okay, there, focused again. It hasn't been wanting to focus recently, or since today. I apologize for not streaming yesterday. I'm extremely unprepared. I don't know why, like, I'm never this unprepared. My phone wasn't charged, and I'm gonna go get my chain and my bracelet because I can probably drive without them, but it's just like I don't feel them on my hand, and that makes me want to check. Move everything from up here. Let me just go get that real quick and tip it over, of course. I'm gonna open the gameplay one just because we're incredibly late for the race and it is loading now. So yep, we're back. I got my stuff. Now I gotta get the thing to focus again. I think it's the ambience. It's just like that light from the top needs to be dimmable. I need to be able to dim that light, so I need a new like bulb. Okay, I kind of prefer that one because it's a little darker. Basically, 'cause I got these new curtains. I don't know if y'all noticed. They're dark blue, but they're blackout curtains, and I was not like fully like I knew what it was, but it changed the lighting of my room, and like I'm not going back. Like I already changed them and I already bought them, and they're already up. It was absolutely no hassle to put them up, but it's just like now the lighting's a little. It's just about adjusting the lighting. I think it might be I have to put my ring light on that side. So yeah, just stuff we have to do. But today we'll be racing the MX-5 at Lime Rock Park. I've raced here before in the GR86. It's not a very like, might I say, demanding. I'd imagine in real life it's pretty demanding, but in the sim, what I'll say is there's not too many breaking points. If anything, like I did practice for this on Saturday. Not on Sunday though. I did a whole lot of practice on Saturday. I did 4 races on Saturday. Okay, now where's okay? My keyboard's right here. I just want to make sure. Why does it look so bad? That's the worst one. This is not real. Okay, that one is yellow. Should I just turn it off in general? It's because look, if I open this, the camera like dies. And now I'm okay. I probably shouldn't. I really gotta brighten that up. Does it fix it when I focus this? Because if I go back, what happens? Okay, I like that a little bit more, but it comes at the cost that my window is now open. But you guys can't see that. To be honest, I kind of like the light. It's because I look so pale. It's crazy. I like that a lot. Let's leave it at that for today. I will fix that later. Qualifying has started. Man, I don't know. It's just I feel like I'm forgetting something. It's like as I was setting up the stream, it's like I forgot what I had to do. I was forgetting things. But it's just like some days you feel like you're in the right place, and then sometimes you're just all over the place, and that is today. But it is. It's nothing. Let's just put it at that. We're gonna drive how we need to drive, and that'll be that.
Green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap. Checkered flag.
I genuinely thought that 2209 was a pretty fast lap. It was my fastest lap. But so I believe the fastest lap in the world. Let me open up OBS real quick. Of course. I have reason to believe that the fastest, like, I'm pretty sure the fastest lap in the world as of now is a 59 something. Okay, let me. I don't want the curtain, like the sun, to be in the frame. Okay, see, what is that? Because, like, is there a setting in OBS ISO? Because it actually is like, it's going crazy. White balance, contrast, saturation. I'd imagine it's something to do with. Yo, what's up, Mewis? Awesome. We got people in here. What's happening? But yeah, we'll be racing the Mazda MX-5. And Yeah, MX-5 at Lime Rock Park qualifying has been pretty good. Yeah, okay, so this is the fourth fastest. This is not my car, just to clarify. Is that Suki's car? No, I don't think so. It has a cat on the side. It looks like Suki's car. It very much looks like Suki's car. My car is, let's go back. That is my car. I always drive the Red Bull Racing. But yeah, these are the MX-5s, and also to clarify, Suki's car is a Honda S2000. This is a Mazda MX-5, the newest generation. But this is what we'll be racing. There will be, I don't know how many laps. The race lasts 12 minutes and a lap is around a minute. So I'd imagine 11 or 12 laps is the longest it would run, I think. But I'm imagining 11 because the first laps always take longer. But that's what we got going on for today. We're going to race that one twice. We are going to race this race twice. Right after this one, there will be another one right after. Because we are trying to get to that C license to race at the 24 hours of the Nordschleifer, which is May 1st to the 3rd. May 1st is a Friday. I will be racing, hopefully, Team Porsche. Well, actually, not hopefully. Guaranteed will be Team Porsche. Who I drive with is still the question, but it was going to be a great race. What I'm going to try to do is keep it clean. We always try to keep it clean, but especially now that the safety rating matters so much as well as the I rating, I don't want to damage that too much, especially since I know this racetrack, but not as well as I would know other ones. Like, I did a good amount of practice laps, but it wasn't like an insane amount. Like, usually I do for like 30 or 40 practice laps. I think I did 10 to 20, which it's a good amount. I think it was like 10. And I know the racetrack. The only thing is that usually you want to know braking markers, and as of now I'm just kind of guessing, which that is why we do the races, because after the race you usually know. But I am going to grid now. The race is starting.
The estimated strength of field is 1,320. Green flag, green flag. Car right. Clear on the right side. Keep to the left. Clear. Left side. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Oh, huge spin, huge spin.
Left
We
side.
got hit from the back.
Stay on the right. Still there.
Just gonna let this guy pass. This guy in front is not a good driver.
Car on your left. Clear.
Oh, I ate so much of that curb. Tires are still cold, so we have to remember that. We are currently P7 or P6. We are P6 currently from P8. I'm eating way too much of that curb. I'm braking way too late.
Keep to the right. Clear on the left. Right side. You're on the left. 3
Oh,
wide.
okay.
In the middle. 3 wide. Clear. Car on.
Yeah, just...
Keep
I have
to the
no
left.
idea why people do that.
Still there. Clear on the right. Car on your left. Clear.
We're still in the race though. We have substantial damage, but... We have damage to the rear and damage to the front right fender. But the damage is not to the car. It's just kind of cosmetic damage, so...
The car in P2, just set past the flat, 0.146. Just set the fastest lap of the session. Car right. Clear on the right. Slow car ahead.
I'm eating way too much of that curb. That could have been damage. But we're still P7, which is good. We started P8.
Car right. Stay on the left. Clear on the right. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
It's a pretty good exit through that corner. We can attack, but we are P9 at the moment.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 second.
Yellow flag, somebody crashed.
Just off the head.
Oh, I see him.
You got a slow car on the right.
Don't want him to crash into me.
Car right. Clear on the right. The leader just did a 0.509. Car on your left. Stay on the right. New fast flat for you. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's damage to the front suspension now.
Right side. Looks like your car is towed. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold the reset button and we'll come and get you. Clear.
Okay. We're still gonna finish the race. That really sucks.
All the damage is repairable.
I was gonna do another race after this one, but I think practice would suit better in addition to more races that I will do later. But yeah, that is. It's also like, what was the SOF on the race? Oh, I said a 101 too. That was pretty good, but yeah, it's gonna put us down a lot. I know, I know the safety rating is gonna probably take a toll, as well as the I rating, but this serves as practice. We will have more practice after this, as well as racing tomorrow in the MX-5 again. After this, it's gonna change my tires. It's gonna lift me up like this. It's gonna lift me up like that, and then we can go. But basically, to explain to y'all what happened, I was just taking too much curbing, like the sausage curbs, and that's why you don't go over sausage curbs, because stuff like that happens. The suspension gets damaged easily.
Okay, go.
Right here is where we need to be careful. These sausage curbs, it's good if they go under the car, but usually you'll get track limits.
You're experiencing network difficulties. If it continues, they may remove you from the session.
I don't like that. Why? I'm connected by Ethernet. It shouldn't have any problems. You know what? I honestly think it'd just be better in itself to... Yeah, I think we'd lose less safety rating if we just quit the race, because it's towing a minute 34. There's a minute 30 left in the session. The car spun. I pushed the car too hard on cold tires. That's just what happens. But it's no time wasted. I'm going to open up the screen over here. I hate that I have to have this curtain open. I bought new curtains, and they're blackout curtains, so the lighting is kind of bad now, and my hair's all over the place. But there was no time wasted there. We learned a lot. I've never been a fan of Lime Rock Park. I've driven there in the F4, as well as in the FF1600 and in the GR86. It's not that fun of a racetrack. It's very simple. I don't know if I showed you guys the layout. That's the layout. The thing about this track is that there's no major braking zones. So whenever, like, a lot of the corners you'll brake at 15, 10%, 25%. So the car's just kind of sliding. There's no real opportunity to overtake. And if there is, it's usually going to end up as a crash. I do have to I just forfeit. It will give us our safety rating and our I rating in a minute. But look at this. This is sick. This is the Mark 46 Ironman helmet. It is very, very cool. It is my favorite suit, my favorite Iron Man armor, and this is the one that I 3D printed. And the back, look how glossy that is. It is very, very cool. And the camera's not focused anymore. I'm forgetting something. There's something over here I want. Oh, here it is. I haven't posted this on my story yet, but there's a 3D printed arc reactor. It doesn't work as an arc reactor. The arc reactor in itself, the concept is not possible. But it is very, very cool. And whenever I turn it on, it spins with lights. Like it's gonna do it right now. It's gonna like very, very cool. Also, it doesn't really you guys can't really see it because there's lights everywhere. Like this isn't a light. This is the window with the blinds. But very, very cool. Especially if it was here. No, I don't know if I'd want an arc reactor, but it is military time is my preferred format of time. So very, very cool stuff. I don't have my phone. My phone is I don't know if you guys see that. It's charging right there. And I can't like see it. Like I can't it's charging. Yeah, it's very cool. And whenever the hour changes, it does the same thing but the numbers scramble. So like the same sequence that it does to turn on. Yeah, it's very cool. And I am currently editing the video on how I built it. It took in total, again, this was my first time delving in. Like, I've delved with electronics like the Pi Pico, the Raspberry Pi 4, all of those little electronics, but this was so much like I love soldering and coding and stuff. This was really fun. And in total, I started Sunday night at 8 p.m. working on it. I started 8 p.m. That I've been 3D printing these parts since the past week and a half. And then I got the parts yesterday. I worked from 8 p.m. to 12:30. The next morning from 10 to 12, and which it would have been yesterday. Yesterday from 10 to 12 in the morning, and then from 4 to 5 just coding the thing. But it was worth it. Like it's so cool. And the fact that it like vibrates from now on, you guys will see it right there where my finger's pointing. That's where I have it like the entire time. That it has to be connected to something. Right now I have it connected to a power bank, but usually it will be connected to the wall. That once I like disconnect it, it turns off. Also, another cool addition to this is that it syncs with the Wi-Fi. So as of now, it's connected to the Wi-Fi, which is insane. Like you wouldn't think this is connected to the Wi-Fi, but it is, and that is how it syncs the time zone. It is very, very cool. And I want to find a way to like display them both at the same place. And I am going to 3D print another one of these, and it will be motorized because this one doesn't fit. And I'm going to 3D print another one that's motorized because I want the faceplate to like zip and maybe to be able to wear it. Because I wanted to 3D print the entire Mark 46, which is this one, but the 3D model for it is $150, $170. 3D models cost a lot. Like the free ones, you can get like this 3D model was free because like the black parts and the translucent, that I printed that. Those models were free. But like whenever somebody designs something, then it gets really, really expensive. But yeah, very very cool stuff. The next race has passed. It is, which our safety rating should be damaged in around a second or two. But let's go to the test drive, because in test drive you don't get destroyed. But then again, also, I need to buy the Nordschleifer because I'm gonna be racing at the Nordschleifer in May, so I need to buy that. But it's because I want to see. This might be in our best interest. Let me show you guys. This is the GR86, which is a car. Why doesn't the mouse move? There's a GR86, which is a car that I've driven somewhat. It's a sports car. I can drive it. Like if it's in the sports car category, I haven't driven it a lot. But this is Tsukuba Circuit. Tsukuba Circuit is one of the first racetracks where I got my first race win and my first couple of victories. Like, I think I have 2 victories and a couple podiums there. This is something I want to test drive. I want to see, because to those that are new to the iRacing scene, in order to up your license, so per se, mine currently is a D license, and the next one is a C license. I need to, like, my safety rating needs to go up. And because of that, I'm trying to choose like safe series as of now. Usually, I would choose the one that I like the most, like Suzuka. And like right now at the Rainmaster, they're racing Suzuka, which is my favorite racetrack. But if I were to race there, I'm a very, very aggressive driver. So if I were to drive at Suzuka, my safety rating will most likely go down. And that is not what we want. But yeah. um Twitch keeps disconnecting. I don't know if you guys see in the chat. It shows Zathary started streaming twice. Like started streaming twice. And the chat has been going crazy recently. Like, not going crazy, like people started talking because you guys would have seen it. But it just constantly disconnects and reconnects, which I don't know why it does that. But the GR86, I'm very excited to drive this one because in the few times that I've driven it in the past, it is very, very fun, as well as Suzuka or Tsukuba. I've driven here also on. I actually think one of the last races I ever did in Gran Turismo was at Tsukuba. It was the Honda Civic FL5 at Tsukuba. As well as we drove here in the MX-5. Why is it raining? Wait, is it raining? If it's raining in the GR86, that is sick. Mostly cloudy, rain unlikely. So I put test drive. Huh. It shows rain enabled, and it shows right here rain unlikely. I don't know if you guys can see that. I will turn on the wipers. Huh. That's weird because the weather. If I ask the race spotter, it should say.
No expected change in conditions.
I think that might be my error, rather than this, because this is not like it's not the conditions it's supposed to be. Let me go to test drive. Maybe I just didn't let the weather load in. Test drive. And now it doesn't want to load. I might need to close it and open it again. My mouse is like clogged up. this is the mouse that I have. This is what you use to move the cursor. On the contacts where this is supposed to like contact and do the stuff, sometimes it gets dirty and it just stops moving. Like it gets really sluggish to move. But yeah, I was also thinking of racing IndyCar at the Indy NXT. That's the Ford Mustang Challenge. I do not own that car. But Watkins Glen is very fun. Test drive. Okay, see, now it's normal. Mostly cloudy, rain unlikely. Oh, shoot. Chance of rain 73%. But it shows right here. Where's the forecast? Yeah, it shouldn't. I see no reason why it would be raining. Very low chance, but I do think it fixed it now. I do think originally it was changed because I was racing in the rain yesterday. I was practicing in the sim for the Rainmaster. But yeah, Tsukuba, as you guys can see, it's a very short racetrack, I will say. Um, what is it? It's 1 mile and a third. So relatively short. And yeah, there's braking zones, but there's not a huge amount. It's not like because the Nordschleifer, that's why I love the Nordschleifer. This racetrack on my chain is the Nordschleifer. I don't know if you guys can see it. This one, that's the Nürburgring Nordschleifer. 170 corners. That's how many corners it has. And I just love the racetrack. That is the one that we will be driving for 24 hours. It's gonna be something, definitely, because I've never done an endurance race. Like what I have done is in Gran Turismo, the longest race I ever did was at the Nordschleifer actually. I think it was 2 hours of the Nordschleifer. That's the only experience I've ever had in endurance racing. Hey, see how it's not raining anymore?
We expect light rain soon.
Oh, so it is gonna rain during the race. Okay, that's fun. Let's go do our things. I went way too wide on that corner. Had a purple sector too. That was not the fastest lap. It is I will say it's a very fun car to drive. We're losing time on that first corner, especially on exit. It is a good lap. Predicted is a 296, which would be a new fastest. Now it's a 298. Yeah, we lost a whole lot of speed, but still, it's a 3270. I think I found a good exit from the first corner. Good exit from. Let's make this a push lap. The car has crazy amounts of traction control. That was crazy. I immediately heard the crunch of traction control. Can I change it? I don't know if you guys... Let me point at it. You guys see that? Right there? That is traction control, ABS. These cars usually, especially on these licenses, Oh, okay, I can change it. Or is there only one? Oh, okay, yeah. It is a fixed setup. But it is very, very fun to drive. Let me look at my fastest lap because that is the first lap. It's from the start. Let's go. Okay, it's a nice V-shaped line into the corner. And it pops when you shift. It's kind of a wide line. More like a Formula car line, but it proved to be effective. Just a lift through there, which is correct. Little wide through there, but overall, it's a decent lap. What did I do through here? Kind of held the brakes entirely and progressively went up. So there was a lot to unpack there, but it's a very fun car. Immediately, I will say that it is a very, very fun car. And is my shifter connected? It is not. Okay. Can't. Let's see what Formula Car is driving, because I do need to drive Formula Car. I am racing every single season, or every single week of the season of the Formula Car. Snetterton Circuit. I have driven there once, I think. What about FIA Formula? Okay, it's a Summit Point. That is not bad. We raced at Summit Point last week. I have raced the Formula 4 at Summit Point before. It is very difficult to drive with other people, especially if the other people don't know how to drive or how to defend. Winton Motor Raceway. This is also a big contender. I have had great races here in the Formula 4. Specifically, whenever I got my first Formula 4 podium. That is where it happened. And F4. Okay, we raced at Orsleben. I think we raced at Orsleben. Orsleben. Not too long ago. That's where it ends. IndyCar racing, which is Class C. I hate that Super Formula is Class B, because Super Formula would be so much fun. Also, this one, the Formula 8 Grand Prix Tour. This one is the only Formula 1 car they have, and that is the Grand Prix Streck on the Nordschleifer. Grand Prix Streck. The Schumacher S. What is the schedule for the Grand Prix Formula Tour? Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Edino Ferrari, which is Imola? Yeah, it's Imola. There it is. And then it comes Miami, Circuito GS Villeneuve. And now that I look at it, April 29th to the 20th. Why is it so long? And then the 20th to the 3rd. So I think it changes every 2 weeks instead of every week. Spa-Francorchamps is very fun. Where's Suzuka? Circuit of the Americas. Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace, who is I believe he was the first driver to win a race here or something. Something like that. He was the first driver to do something here. But as well as Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, which is the Mexico Grand Prix racetrack. Circuit of the Americas is here in Austin, Fuji International Raceway, and Circuito de Algarve in Spain. No, not in Spain, in Portugal. This is Portimao. There's not much to do anymore, if I'm being honest. There's like 5 minutes that we can stream still. Okay, you guys don't hear that. I can see it from here with the mic hears. There's an alarm sounding. But okay, the safety rating is back down to 260, which was at 269 this morning. But we didn't lose anything. Like, even though we lost safety rating and I rating, I now know like what I have to do better. At least I saw some of those laps and they were questionable in itself. We can also race Suzuka at the Rainmaster, which would also be decent. It is also fixed and ranked, which they're most of them are ranked. But yeah, anyways, we have not much to do anymore, but at all actually. So I'm gonna continue practicing. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be racing again MX-5 at Lime Rock and maybe GR86 at Tsukuba if time allows. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you to Melis for being here. You are the GOAT. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. Thank you to Melis for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I'll see you next time. Peace.